All right. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Make sure everything's good here. I think so. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Trying something new today with the WAP live stream. Doing them both at the same time. Not really sure if it's working. I think it's working. Can you hear me? All right, cool. I want to be able to see. I got to figure out how to share my screen as well. There we go. It's all inversed for me, though. It's a little strange. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm not going to get into that, Perkins. People can be smart enough about who they follow. That is not my job. I focus on me. I focus on what I'm doing. And that's about it. That's about it. All right, guys, so welcome back. Happy Thursday. Yesterday, can you bless me? Yesterday, interesting day. Not really much going on. A little bit of action on the upside later day. Actually, you know what? A pretty decent amount of opportunities, I'd say. But decent continuation. Overall, still in the same channel, right? Still in the same channel. Still in the same, upside supplies, downside demands. Really no action outside of the channel that we've been waiting for the market to get outside of. And we have to stay sort of patient again. Some good earnings, yeah. APP Hood, big boys, big earnings. Cool to see that. But really not making much of a move on the market. If we go here, I'll go ahead and pop this up. You guys see right here. I mean, if we go to the Nasdaq futures today, guys, you can see, again, we're just in the exact same channel, right? We're in the exact same channel. Bam. Right? Upside rejections here. Downside demand stepped in nice. The reclaim was very clean, right? We'll talk about that. But overall, we basically just recovered the CPI gap down and returned right back to the mean. So hopefully today we get a little bit of something, right? Hopefully today a little bit more action outside of it. Maybe PPI gives us a little bit more clarity on what we can look for. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let me go ahead and change something real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. My screen. I need to change. 1 second, guys. Yeah. A little bit. I'm gonna reach out to the WAP boys. There's a little bit something strange on the WAP side. I don't like to. Yeah, it is what it is. You guys in WAP are not gonna get the full experience today, so just know that. Because I can't share just a portion of my screen. I have to share a window, which just isn't really what I want to be doing. So, anyways. Yeah, it's just. Sharing the screen ain't working. Technical errors. 1 second, guys. Yeah. All right. We're just going to continue on. We're going to continue on YouTube as we currently do. We'll get the technical errors fixed out, worked out. So let's jump in. Economic data, earnings. Economic data, let's pull those up. Today, PPI, you guys know that. Economic. Let me go ahead and pull the calendar up. Here it is. So today, guys, we have the PPI. PPI today. We'll see what the reaction is. We have CPI downside yesterday, which got fully bought back up, which is very interesting. Today, we have the PPI. You guys can see right there at 8:30, and the unemployment claim. So 8:30, we'll see what the move is. We'll see what the reaction to that is. 30-year bond auction, 1 o'clock. Tomorrow, core retail sales. Retail sales, very important on Friday as well. We do have the market closed on Monday, which I just figured out today. I didn't realize that. Market is closed on Monday. So for President's Day, I believe. So we got to set ourselves a nice 3-day weekend. PPI today, unemployment claims as well, 8:30. We'll watch the reaction to that. Core retail sales on Friday tomorrow. And that is the end of the week. Yeah, Tesla, not bad. Tesla, I'll talk a lot about Tesla today. There's actually something that's possibly forming. Something that I sort of like. A higher low finally coming into the name. So there's actually some interest for me today on Tesla. There was interest on it yesterday over the 100 SMA. I should have got more aggressive on it, and I didn't. So that's sort of my bad on that one. That was a pretty clean 100 SMA hold yesterday on Tesla, really providing a very clean opportunity. Just didn't trust it for some reason, which, obviously Tesla's been sort of hard to trust. So should have done a little bit better on that one yesterday. Yesterday earnings, Reddit, Robinhood, APP, Dutch Bros, Trade Desk, APP, Robinhood absolutely crushed it straight up. We'll talk about those. This morning, Datadog, Crocs is up a lot. Tonight, Coinbase, DraftKings, Twilio, Applied Materials, Airbnb, Palo Alto, Roku, some big ones tonight. So Coinbase is going to be interesting. We'll see what that does. But let's go ahead and jump into let's go ahead and take a look at what did Datadog do? Go ahead and pull that up. Datadog. Down. Not great. All right. Hood's good. There's some pullback levels we'll talk about today. And then APP, we'll see if there's a pullback level. APP is a monster. Shout out Chris Jones. Shout out Chris Jones. Yeah, not sure why I can't share my screen in WAP, so I'm having problems with it. So you guys on WAP, unfortunately, you're just going to be staring at my face this stream. We'll get it fixed for next one, but not gonna slow down on YouTube here. If you guys want to get the screen, you're going to have to go to YouTube today. All right. Nasdaq futures. Let's jump in. So, Nasdaq futures today, you guys can see right here, 21,850. 21,850 on the Nasdaq futures. Again, that's the same thing, right? 21,850, 21,850, 21,850. Exact same level again. So, let's see, right? 830 PPI maybe gives us some signs, but you guys can see right here, man, it's the same exact rejection. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Exact same thing. So, we watch it again, right? We look for those pops and fades off that level again. We watch for the rejections at 21,850 on the NASDAQ futures, and we look to see if that's a fade point. Now, to the downside, right, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. Let's go ahead and dive into the action yesterday and talk about some of the most important reclaims of the day, right? Where were the most important reclaims yesterday that really gave us the sign of upside? Really, I think the first one, right? You guys saw early morning, we had that 21.7 fail. So if you guys remember from the live stream, we talked about the pop and fade at 21.7 on the NASDAQ futures, right? That is exactly what came in. We had that early morning straight up right into 21.7 and that fading move. Now, we held this little pre-market low, pre-market high, made a higher low, continued higher. We popped right into this low before CPI, which was our 21,750 level. I didn't have that on my charts yesterday, but we did see that pre-market low right here at 21,750, which you can see right here, midday, turned into the fail. So you did start to get your upside move, but you were still upside moving into previous lows, which very much kept the door open for those retest rejections, right? So if you were a little bit hesitant to long yesterday, guys, you know, I would be I would understand, right? I would understand. If you were a little bit hesitant to long into this 21.7, long into this 21.750, long back into that pre-market low, long back into our 21.7 level, it makes a lot of sense to be a little bit questionable on that. And so was I, because that definitely left the door open for, one of those classic retest rejections and one of those pops and fades. Now, where it absolutely said, okay, we're not going lower, is right here, right? When we were able to reclaim this high, reclaim that pre-market low, and turn that into 21.750 into a new low, it absolutely just showed us that we weren't going to push lower, right? So that was a very major reclaim yesterday, right there. 21.750, 21.750, 21.750, previous high, right? Intraday high and pre-market low. Very nice, right? Very nice. Now, look what we're doing here in the pre-market, right? Look what we're doing here in the pre-market. Right there, 21.750. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and end the WAP stream because we're having some technical difficulties. I can't get the screen to share the screen share, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it. All right. I'm just going to get that out of the way. Okay. Yeah. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. So you guys can see right here, 21.750, 21.750, 21.750, 21.750, very key level today. This morning, you can see we got the pullback, we got the hold in the pre-market, and we pushed back to the upside, right? Very nice. That is going to be our key level today, without a doubt. Without a doubt, that is the spot to be watching. We'll see what happens on PPI, but right here, right here, right here, right? Look at all this. This is your line in the sand. Now, even if we break under 21.750, guys, this is where you sort of, you start to create those theses, whatever you want to call them, on the day. Okay? This is where you need to game plan your day, right? And understand where things could get difficult. It's so important to understand where things could get difficult or choppy or trappy. And so if you break 21.750 today, guys, right, you might see the inclination to short, right? There might be that inclination to say, okay, we broke that low. We broke these highs. We broke back below that pre-market low. There could be some reason to short. Now, while I would agree with you there, right? While I would agree with you there, what do you think the problem is there, right? What is the problem with that short idea? The problem with that short idea is that while it might give you about 50 points, you are very much at risk of getting trapped on a 21.7 hold, which is the major level, and a 20 SMA hold that would pop this back higher, right? So I really don't like this short in here, right? I really don't think that that is an idea that's worth shorting, right? I don't see that as an opportunity, right? Because you would be shorting right back into that 20 SMA, right back into these lows, right back into some major lows that previously held on this market, right? So I don't like that short, right? It's just not really worth your risk, in my opinion. Pretty much anything that starts to get close to 21.7 and these daily SMAs starts to get very difficult to short. So if you want to look for shorts today, again, I think you're going to have to focus on the pops and fades, right? That's really the only short in this market is the pop and fade type of short. So if we do pop maybe back into 850 today or back in the 900 or maybe even back into that 965, you can look for that. But again, you have to understand you are on the opposite side of the market, right? That's not really the trend of the market right now. I know the market's sideways, but overall, right, it's definitely a strong market. We can see those short-term reactions that could, we could look for some short-term trades, but you're going to need a good entry point up here at a fade level versus trying to short into these lows at 21.750 and 21.700, okay? Our 21.500, 540 zone held like a monster yesterday. This is what we were watching as live in the pre-market live stream yesterday. We were talking about this right when CPI came out. We said, okay, let's be careful down here early morning, shorting into this hole, right? And you can see it is the exact level that held, right? So really nice holds down there by the bulls at 21.5, 21.540. So that is still absolutely a huge level, okay? So here's what I'm watching today, right? First level is 21.750. That'll be sort of to give me the feel, give me the vibe. That's the vibe check, right? If we get a strong bounce off this level, then I would definitely think about whether there's a long that sets up. If we break under 750, you will see probably some weakness, but I would be very cautious as we approach the 700 and the daily 20 SMA, okay? Now, if we reclaim this 850 high today, if we do reclaim this 850 high, which is right here, right here, and this pre-market rejection, if we do reclaim that 850 high, we'll probably see some upside back towards 900, right? And if we get above 900, you're probably going to get your upside towards 965. Now, of course, we're going to see what happens here on PPI in about 15 minutes. QQQ. So right here, guys, you can see the QQQ 527 right here. 527, 525, and our 50 SMA. Yesterday in the pre-market live stream, after the CPI came out, if you guys remember, you remember us looking at the 50 SMA on the QQQ right here, right? Look at the CPI move. Straight down into our 522, 521.50, into our daily 50 SMA, and that was the level that held, right? So no reason to short into a hole yesterday. There was never even an interest for me yesterday morning to short, because I knew we were heading into demand levels, and I hope that you coming to this live stream showed you that picture, right? So 522, 521.50, 50 SMA, very clear. Now, where I was interested in shorting was on the retest rejections. I didn't end up taking anything, but those were some decent shorts. They were short-lived, right? You can see right here, 527, 527. Here's your low, right? Little retest rejection, but short-lived, right? Why? 525. 525. And we know 525. We've been talking about 525. 525 was that Tuesday low. It was that Monday gap up low. And look at how that retest, look at this, right? Look at how that 525 held perfectly on a pullback yesterday. That is gorgeous, right? Absolutely gorgeous. 525, 525, perfect. Perfect. Right? That 525 hold ends up getting you above 527, intraday high 527, and right here, 527, right? So, really nice action yesterday in the intraday, right? Really nice sort of just structuring, higher low, nice sort of clean break and retest action pretty much all day. I loved it. It was clean. So you can see today, what's the level? 527, 527, 527, 527, 527. There's your level, right? So, what are we watching today in the Qs? If we hold 527 on the Qs today, right, then there's going to be a potential long entry here to pay attention to, right? Little double bottom low, low from yesterday, pre-market low from yesterday, lows from that Tuesday. That's very, very nice at 527. Now, if we break under 527, I think you might be able to look for a little 525 short. I think that is possible, but then you just have to be aware that you're trading back into the daily 20 and back into that major demand, okay? Now, there is a very clear just monster zone above that is just sort of tough, right? Look at this. Look at this 531 to 534 zone. Look at just the brick wall that has been built by the sellers above. You can just see every time we even sniff this level out, it's just a smackdown, smackdown, and smackdown. So it is all like just everything that we see here. Right? Everything that we see here until we get this breakout and holds is all just short-term stuff, right? It's all just short-term action. It's all meaningless. This has not yet given us any kind of confirmation that we're going to break this major supply high. It's just so clear up here, and there's so much rejection. So anything you trade, right, to the upside needs to be understood that we are trading up into this just monster smackdown level. And until this breaks, right, you're just not going to get it. You're not going to get the upside, the true upside, until we get a real break through this level. Man, would I love to see a catalyst create some kind of breakout here, because, man, could that be a beautiful trading opportunity on a multi-month breakout. But not even CPI was able to get us through this. we were able to recover nicely from it, but we were not able to get the move through it. All right, so let's see what PPI does today. We'll have to see what the catalyst shows, how the market reacts to it. But for now, 527, 525, and the gap fill yesterday was exactly the low, right? Right here. Gap fill was the exact low yesterday. Quite nice. ES, our 60-40 area, reclaimed very aggressively yesterday. Look at this. You guys should know 60-40, right? I mean, if you paid attention to the live stream yesterday, you know 60-40. Look at this thing, man. Look at the opportunity around 11:30 off 60-40. What a rip. What a long. Right off our level. 60-40 on the dot. Love it. Pre-market high. Nice hold here. You guys saw my video yesterday. If you didn't, go watch it. About this little action right here that I got chopped up on, but ultimately did come out on top. That 60-40, 60-35 zone, really nice level yesterday. Perfect level yesterday. 60-55 was a little high here, and it's the daily 50. And you can see here in the pre-market, look at that 60-55. Look at that. So we had that 60-55 fail yesterday, and the daily 50. Look at what happened in the pre-market here, right at 60-55. Beautiful. So some beautiful levels so far on the ES. 60-55, 60-40. Those are some very clean spots that reacted yesterday. Now today, it looks like, I have 60-70. It does look like this 60-65 is maybe a little bit more clear, right? I am willing to adjust my chart here because if I adjust this, take a look at how clear from moving this to here, right? And I think this is probably the right move. I know 60-70 is important as well. But if I move this lower, right, I want to make sure I don't short 60-70. Why do I want to make sure I don't short 60-70? Because if I short 60-70, I'm shorting into this. I'm shorting into this, into this, into this, right? Look how clear this 60-65 spot is right here, 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 right? Look at all those holds at 60-65 today. So that's going to be where I keep that level today, 60-65. I want to make sure that I do not short into that because look at that hold yesterday. Look at that hold here. Look at the reclaim that is starting to maintain in the pre-market. So that's definitely a big level today, 60-65. Make sure that's on your charts. 60-55, 60-40, okay? To the upside, we can clearly see that daily 20 getting smacked down, so just make sure you have your daily 20 on your charts, as you should always, right? And then above that is your smackdown zone, right? Your multi-week, multi-month smackdown zone, 60-90 to 60-100, right? Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. 60-90, 60-90, 60-100, all right there, okay? 7 minutes until PPI. Maybe we'll get a little bit more insight there. SPY, absolutely perfect hold of the daily 50 yesterday. That was our spot, right? Again, daily 50 SMA, 598.70, 599 zone, holding perfectly, right? Some lows here. That low right here held really nice there on the SPY, right at the daily 50. We filled this gap down. We held that 50 SMA. We basically just recovered the entire day. If we go to the 5-minute chart, take a look at this, right? Look at this 602 level today, guys. This is your line in the sand, without a doubt. Look at 602, 602, 602. Reclaim 602. Pre-market drop 602. That's your spot, without a doubt. I mean, it's just right in front of your face. It's so clear. If you hold above 602, you're not going lower. It's not going to happen, right? If you see this 602 defend by buyers, you're not going lower. If you get that 602 break, that would be where you could flip it. Right, that's your line in the sand today, guys. Right there, 602. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Watch that level, 602. Okay, that's also the daily 20. Now, the problem is, look at your risk reward here. Right, this is the problem, guys. This is the problem with the market right now. And no, I did not change my styles. I'm adjusting to market. I'm adjusting to markets. Would you rather lose every dollar in your bank account and your trading account trying to swing trade through this? Or would you rather adjust to what the market's providing, right? This is not a change of style. I'm trading the same thing as I've always traded for the last 10 years of my life. It is simply the fact that if you are swing trading in a market that has gone sideways for 3 weeks, you have not made any money. And I will not just be, if you are just, if you cannot be fluid with the market and do things that adjust to the market context, then you will lose. Okay? So this is nothing but a scalping market, right? It is simply nothing but a scalping market. You scalp the downside, you scalp the upside, right? You scalp the upside off this level today, you scalp the downside off this level, you scalp the upside, you scalp the downside, and you just keep doing the same thing until something breaks, right? So today, 602, you're going to look to see if there's a long there, right? If we break below it, you're going to look to see if there's a short. Where does your short come into? It's 598. Where does your long come into? 606. And that's it, right? That is it. There's no, right? That's it. 606, 598. Middle of the seesaw, 602. Bam. Bam. That's it. Okay. IWM, 400 million purchase Tesla. I mean, Tesla, yeah, we'll talk about Tesla in a second. Did that news just come out? Yeah, we'll get into it in a second. We'll probably get into it after PPI here. IWM, you guys can see right here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on IWM. 225. 225 right here. 225. 225. That's your level today. 225. 225. That's your level. Right? You got to get over 225. You got to get above this for the IWM. You got to reclaim this low, some of these highs. Got to get a reclaim above 225. Downside demand coming in strong at 223. Dow Jones, let's see what the technical trader did today. The Dow Jones, the most technical trade. So you did get the rejection off the 44,750. Yeah, you reclaimed. Look at this. You reclaimed right back above 44.4. So a beautiful reclaim right back above 44.4, 44.4, 44.4. So that's your line in the sand today on the Dow Jones. 44,400. Okay? Watch that. All right. We got what do we got? We got 2 minutes until PPI data. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a 2-minute pause for the PPI data here. Let's take this moment to press the like button. Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We got what do we got? $98. We got another. What do we got? Another 1,946. 1,946. That's what we need. Another 1,946. Am I going to get my Interactive Brokers account to 100K before we get to 100K subscribers? Let's see. I'll go ahead and pop up that IBKR account today. Go ahead and take a look at what we're at. We're going to make a video on this too. The 25K to 100K. Looks like we're going to get to the profit target before we get into the subscriber target. Press that like button. All right, so PPI incoming. We got another 30 seconds. What do we want to watch, Nasdaq or ES? We'll watch Nasdaq. Let's see what the NQ does here. Yeah, and I know I saw that Trump, he says it's the big day of retaliatory tariffs, so that's going to be interesting today. Wow, that just moved before the oh shit. It moved before the news came out, which is sort of interesting. Nothing, man. Nothing again. It looks like a total nothing. Just got smacked right at 21.9. Now it's failing 21.850. Damn, man. Nothing. It's crazy. Such a pinned market. Look at this shit. Absolutely nothing right now. Can we give it up? Can we give it up? I mean, it wouldn't really make sense to me why we would go down on PPI if CPI was hot as well and we went straight back up off of it. It wouldn't really make sense. Just logically. Unless yesterday's entire buy up was just total BS, but I mean, you're just getting a pinned market. Yeah. Totally pinned. TSM getting hit. Yeah, TSM was sort of weak yesterday. Tesla just got smacked at 347. That's the big level today, actually. We'll go ahead and look at that. We getting some downside now? No. All right, guys. So totally pinned market. Absolutely no reaction here. Keep me updated if something happens, while we go through the equities. Please do not say that the market is tanking if you're looking at the chart like this, okay? That is not a market tank. Let me know if we're starting to move down substantially in a single direction. It looks like you're actually getting a little bit of downside now. Okay. All right, you're getting a little bit more now. All right, so we can see 21,900 smackdown, 21,850 fail, right? And you're sort of just staying within this channel. Until you break 750, though, this is meaningless. Until this breaks 750, this is meaningless, right? We have to know that. So until we break this low, this is all just noise. You need to understand that. 750, 750, 700, right? This is noise right now. Don't get all crazy because you're getting a little candle down. You need to break structure, right? You need to break key levels. Key levels need to break for things to mean something. It's not just a candle going down. Oh my God, we're going to tank, right? We need to break 527. That's not broken. We need to get above 531, right? It's pretty much just a total meaningless action right now. Completely between our levels. So until one of those breaks, guys, we gotta understand that it's not a meaningful move, right? Before we get all hyped up on something. All right, Tesla. I actually really like this chart, man. This is a clean chart, right? When you start to get something like this, look how clean this is, right? So now I'm interested because Tesla has cleaned up. This is a nice, freshly groomed chart, right? Why do I say that? Look at how perfect Tesla has created these sort of structured levels and has reacted to them perfectly, right? So let's just start here. Our 347 level, right? Right here. 347, which also, don't forget, spans back from a very long time ago, right? Don't think that that's just some kind of short-term level that I'm making up, right? Look at 347 right here. This is back from November, right? Look at that 347 spot. So 347, right? Take a look at this. Tesla might be strong today, man. And I hope it doesn't go before, man. 347, right? Look at this, right? See how it held? See how it rejected and created more downside? Then look at this, right? We rejected the 100 SMA, created more downside, right? Now we held 320. 320 popped yesterday, rejected right here at our 335. What happened yesterday? Above 335, into the 347, failure of the 347, back into the 335, right? 335 holds, and now we're back into the 347, right? Look at how perfect this is and how easy you can follow this action. Look at the structure, right? Look at the zones. These are just the bricks. So look at how Tesla turned this high into a low yesterday. What else is right there? The 100 SMA. That is very telling. That is very, very telling, right? If we go to the daily chart, Tesla will have now a very strong green candle, a very strong daily candle off the 100 SMA. Is the daily 100 SMA a good spot to be watching for Tesla opportunities back to the upside? Yes, it is. It is. Technically, it is, right? So if we get that pullback to 335 today, which I would love, that would be something I'd very much watch. If we can get a pullback to 335 today, right? Get a little smackdown here. Get everyone faked out, right? Oh my God, Tesla's such a piece of shit, right? Get it back down to 335. Make all these chasers get stopped out. And then let's see if we can pick up something sneaky around the 100 SMA, right? I would love that. That's really what I would like today, right? That was the sneaky long yesterday, unfortunately. And part of me, again, was going to take that, but I decided against it. But that little sneaky long yesterday on the straight down move off supply to end the day yesterday was the exact long that probably a lot of smart money was getting into, right? 335, 100 SMA, pull back to these highs. What a beautiful end of day slip, right? And end of day opportunity. Get Deadly out of the chat. Get him out. I don't want to listen to this guy anymore. Absolutely annoying. It's just annoying. My goodness. 335, 335, 335, right? Right there. Beautiful. Now today, 347. 347, 347, 347. Guys, if you're a grown adult and you come here and you complain about me telling you to do something, get a life, right? Just grow a backbone, okay? Do you have some of these? Do you have them? What are you coming here and telling me that I told you to do something? Do it yourself. Jesus. My God. All right. So 347, 347, 347 right here, right? Look at this today. Okay. This is what we watched today. Break and hold above 347. Love it. That's exactly what we're going to look for. If we get a failure there, we're going to look for a long here at 335. Okay? I would say it is very possible for Tesla to get into this 362 spot if we get true strength today. I think that's very possible, right? I think it is very possible if we can hold 347, right, and push towards 362, 363. I think that's very nice. I would absolutely look for this today, okay? 347 break and retest, 335 pull back long, target 363. Above that, we're going 380, and this could become a very nice opportunity. 100 SMA, let's go, man. Let's pay attention to this one. You have gotten your first higher low, right? The reason so here to I'm not even going to get into it, man. There has not been a single higher low on Tesla, right, before what has formed yesterday. So you do not feel like you've missed this, okay? If you feel like you've missed this, then it's just starting, right? This is just the beginning. You have waited for confirmation, right? You should be very happy about it. If you are not in Tesla yet, then, you should say, hey, I did a great job. I waited for confirmation. I've gotten my first higher low. I'm starting to see buyers come back into price. And now let's nail this fucker, right? Not, oh my God, I missed Tesla. Desi said not to buy it, right? Now it's time to act, right? And let's fucking nail it, all right? NVIDIA. 130. That's the spot, right? That's Johnny on the spot right here. 130. Right there, right? You can see it held beautifully yesterday, even with the downside. A lot of chop, a lot of consolidation, but that 130 held like a beast. So today, we're watching 130. If 130 holds, I think you got another date with that 135. I really do, right? I think you could have another date with that 135. And of course, you got to get over 135, right? You got to get over 135. If you can get over 135, I think this thing can move. So let's see. 130, 135. Under 130, we're going 127. Okay? AMD, 113. Do not long AMD until it gets above 113. Every single person that's tried to long this before 113 has got smacked in the face. Do not long until it gets above this level. If we get above 113, we can free this a little bit, I think, towards that 116.50. Or we're going to get smacked at 113 again. Either way, that's what you're watching, 113. Broadcom, 238. Such a major level here. Look at the consolidation right below these lows, and look at how they turned into highs. This is a very clear level, guys. The market could not show you something more clear here. Look at 238 every single day. Bam, 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 bam. If you get a break and hold above this level, you have to trust that there could be buyers that step in, right? Shorts getting stopped out, buyers reacting, right? Watch 238 today for a break and retest long. That's a very nice watch. Watch that 238.50 on Broadcom. I'm sorry, 238. Vincent Rucco. Oh, how you doing? 10 gifted memberships. Appreciate that, Vincent. That's a good name, man. That's a really good name. MU, not interested, 95. MRVL, 105. That's the key spot, 105. You got to hold that today. You break 105, you're going to 100. 105 holds, could pop you to 110. You got to watch 105 today, though. ARM. Something's coming. Something's happening here. It's too quiet. Something is going to happen here, I believe, around 150 to 155 on ARM. This might be one of my top watches today. I do not want to forget about ARM here. This is a very interesting slow pullback that has basically put everyone to sleep, and it's going to wake people up at some point here. I would watch this 155 to 150. If you can grab a long in this zone, you might have the best risk reward back to 170. Definitely watching the reactions in this zone. It has been too slow over the last few days, right? It has not showed us any willingness to push higher, so we have not entered yet. If we can get some juice today, right, some life, make ARM show you that there's some life behind it, this should be something that you should pay attention to, in my opinion. There definitely could be something forming here. I would probably want to see a hold right above this 158.50 probably, right here at these lows, right? If you can turn these lows right here into a break and retest hold and a new higher low, that would be a beautiful entry point with strong confirmation. Okay? I would watch ARM. Google. Ooh, 184 Google. Yeah. Okay. 184 Google. Got to get over 190, but 184 Google would be interesting. What is 184 Google, guys? Don't forget about this. This is a huge break and retest on the daily chart. Look at this. Previous double top highs. Bam, bam. Look at that Google 184, guys. That is an interesting spot. You also have the daily 100 getting close. I would watch this today. I would keep some eyes on Google here at 184. This is a big spot. Okay? Keep eyes on that. Amazon needs to get over this. It needs to really be healthy above this 231. It still looks a little heavy. Honestly, Amazon needs to get over 235 if I was to be fully honest with you, right? Because look at this. This is a bearish structure right here. So to be bullish, you really want this, right? So to really be bullish on Amazon, I think you want to see something along these lines, right? Where you turn these highs into new lows. That's really what you want, right? So 235, I would wait for that. You could look for the 231 break and hold, right, on a little reclaim here. But I would prefer just being patient for 235. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and put a alert there and just wait for it to hit. Let's go to Palantir. Palantir, what a fucking monster, man. Oh, man, you guys should see my E-Trade account. I mean, I posted it yesterday. Hims and Palantir, man. Oh, my God. What two dark horses. Hims and Palantir. Congratulations to the Hims boys, man. You guys should call me Hims. I am Hims. We've been talking about Hims everyone's been talking about Hims, so I can't take full credit. It's been the talk of the town, but I think we were pretty damn early, man. We were pretty fucking early to Hims. And we sort of started talking about it maybe middle of last year, when we were saying how, we started to see those commercials popping up. We started to get, very cool marketing. They were very good at it just seemed like a very good name, the way it was being presented online and their numbers. What a move, man. And it's all coming together. It's really all coming together. So I'm in 1,000 shares of HIMS back at like 24. I'm almost up 100%. I think I'm close up to 100% on 1,000 shares. So it's up like 30,000. I'm just going to keep holding this fucker. I'm really not interested in selling this at all. I don't really care if it goes down at this point. This is my dark horse. So Palantir, I thought I was late buying Palantir at 30. I bought Palantir at like 30, and I thought I was late. I thought I was really late. I was like, all right, I'm just going to jump in with the boys. All right, let me jump on the Palantir hype train back at $30. Right? And look at where it is today. 116. So, yeah, if you like something, man, get involved. But anyways, Palantir, 118. 118 is the key level today. Pullback longs, 114. Pullback longs, 114. 118 is the must break supply above. Pullback longs all day, 114. Pullback longs all day, 109, 108. Okay? I'd keep an eye on that. HIMS, pullback longs right here, 46, right? Below that, 43. What a day for HIMS yesterday. Jesus. Pullback longs, 46. That's what you're watching right here. 46 or 43 is where you can try to get involved. What is their earnings? It's coming up. 24th. Who remembers this one right here? Anyone remember this? Zinmi. Beautiful. We took that long on PM right here at 117. This thing is at 150. Sick move. I mean, there's no pullback, so nothing there. Reddit. Yeah, Reddit's actually pulling back to some, oh shit, Reddit's sort of coming right back up. Where did this pull back to? Oh boy. Yeah, look at the pullback. Look where the pullback came into. Look at that. That is just about perfect. Highs, 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 highs. Lows, lows, lows. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rejections. 6 rejections turning into 1, 2, and now 3 holds. I mean, that is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that level. If you can react to Reddit off this level, which unfortunately is gone now, but if you can get a pullback to 180, that's a big spot. To the upside, right around here. 20. It's not perfect. 203. Yeah, I'd say 203. And then right in here, 210. Yeah, those are the two spots I'd watch. 210, 210, 210, 210. Could be a little pop and fade, right? Here's some 203 right here. I'd look to see if that can break. So this is really your buy zone here. Watch 203, watch 210. Okay. Let's talk about BABA. So while BABA is a juicy one, and I definitely want to be paying attention to this because I think it could have potential, I would just want to make sure that everyone is aware of the level that it just came into. So please, please, please do not forget about what just happened on BABA. You just moved into a multi-year supply rejection, okay? This is 2022, 2023, 2024, and now 2025. This is multiple years. Rejections, 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 and here we are again. So please do not just get all horned up on BABA right into the place it rejected for 4 years now, okay? This is now not the place to start getting chasey. So please be careful here. I mean, that's going to be my last, that's going to be my advice for you, right? I would not really be getting all crazy on BABA up into this high. That's exactly where it's rejected every single time for the last 4 years. Could you look for an upside continuation trade? Yeah, probably, right? Could you maybe look for it to break out above it? Could you look for these pullback longs? maybe 115, right? Maybe very possible. But I would not be getting all aggressive into that supply is above. Okay. Costco, nothing. Oh, Netflix. Netflix did exactly what we were waiting on. Netflix did exactly what we were waiting on. Man. 1,000. 1,000. We were waiting for that 1,000 pullback. We got exactly that. What did it do yesterday off that? Straight up. Missed it. But what a beauty. I have an alert above that high on Netflix, above 1033. Hood. Yeah, Hood pullback long is right here. If we can get it, that's where you're waiting. 58. That's your pullback long right there. 58. Got to wait for it. APP. There's only short-term levels at this point, guys. There's only short-term levels at this point. The only short-term level I really see here is like 478. If it's not that, it's probably lower. But, I mean, you're just vertical here. So, really, the only level on APP today is 478. Besides that, it's just straight up. Okay? Trump says to announce tariffs. Okay, so tariffs 1 o'clock today, guys. Tariffs 1 o'clock. That's what he says on Truth Social. That's what was just announced. Tariffs at 1 o'clock by the Trump man. All right. So let's get a quick read on the Nasdaq futures. We are holding above 21,850 right now. That is key. Okay, we'll watch that. But what's rejecting? 21.9. QQQ still failing the 531 high, so we're still under that supply. ES still right under the 60.90. Holding above the daily 20. I think we can put a little level here. I mean, unless you just want to watch the daily 20. But it looks like that 60.75 spot does have some importance, right? See this? Look at this today. Look at the retest. This and that. Look how clean that is. There, there, there. Very nice. SPY. Looks like that's around 604, right? Yeah, I think I was watching 604 yesterday as well. Yeah, it's right at 604. Okay. Meta to end it. Yeah, I mean, Meta, 721.50 right here, 721. These highs, see these highs? Sort of general highs there. See how that held? I'd watch that. 527 above right here. And, I mean, what a beautiful hold. Again, at the exact same level. Boing, 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 boing. I mean, it's the exact level 4 days in a row. You got to be kidding me. Look at that. So, today, you're going to watch 721.50. You're going to see if you can break the high, 727. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Press that like button if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. 3,100 people here. Not bad. 1,500 likes. We got about 50% people liking it. I like it. That's not bad. Thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate you guys being here. Press that like button, subscribe, and enjoy the outro. Peace.